QuoteIQ, the field service management software for home and field service contractors, has a full photo documentation suite built right in called QuoteIQ Cam. And the shot you just watched get line up, a perfectly matched up before and after taken on a phone with no editing, is one of about 6 things that you can do with this feature. And some quick context. If you're new to QuoteIQ, most contractors handle job photos one of 3 different ways. One would be they dump every photo into their phone and they lose it. 2 would be they pay $100 per month for something like CompanyCam, and most field service platforms like Jobber and Housecall Pro don't have built-in tools like QuoteIQ. So they make you integrate with CompanyCam, so you're forced to pay for yet another subscription. Or option 3, they don't document anything. And then when a customer claims that you've broken something on their property, you don't have anything to prove it. QuoteIQ Cam replaces all of that, and it's included starting on our beginner plan at $74.99 a month. So in this video, I'm walking you through every single aspect of QuoteIQ Cam: the before and after photo generator, the photo editor itself, the inspection forms, the inspection templates, job forms, the brand new gallery, custom archives, and some AI tools that are really going to impress you. I'm also going to show you what QuoteIQ Cam is really good at and how you can use it for your business. So if you run a home or field service business and you're not documenting your work, this is a feature that keeps you out of trouble and helps close more jobs because it can be used for job documentation, but it is also a phenomenal marketing tool. Now, QuoteIQ Cam is a really deep feature. And before we go any further, something that a lot of people get confused about is our AI image generator. QuoteIQ has 2 completely different features that both involve before and after photos. The one you're seeing right now uses the real camera on your phone to take real photos and then line them up perfectly. The other one is an AI image generator that renders a preview of finished work before you've actually done it, which is an incredible sales tool. So you can see how they're totally different, and I'm going to show you a quick example right at the end of this video. But right now, real photos, real alignment. So let's go into QuoteIQ Cam. We're going to hit create. We're going to pick before and after. And all you do is you tap add before photo. The camera, it's going to open up. You take your before photo, whatever it is that you're taking a picture of, you're going to snap it, and then you're going to save it. Now, here's the part that really matters. You go, you do the job, you finish the service. Could be 2 hours later, it could be the next day. When you're ready to take the after photo, you come back into the same event, you tap add after photo, and there it is. The before photo is now a ghost laid over the live camera around 40 to 50% transparency. This lets you match up the angle perfectly. So watch this. So as he moves the phone, lining up the driveway, lining up the shot with the ghost of the old one, and now it's locked in and allows him to get the perfect image. Seriously, look how close this is. That's the whole thing right there. No more before and after shots that look like they were shot in 2 different locations. There's no more, wait, what angle did I take the photo of? Or trying to remember where your feet were placed. You just line up the ghost image and you shoot. So on top of being able to actually take photos inside of QuoteIQ, there is a full editor built in, and that's what we're about to cover now. But before we get into that, here is the honest take on why I think the before and after image generator is absolutely incredible. 3 reasons. 1, it's actually proof for the customer that you did the work. Number 2 is these are the shots that can close your next job. If you pull up an image like this on your next estimate and the customer can see what type of work you do, that is golden, and you will 100% get the estimate accepted. 3 is before and afters are basically the only thing that perform on social media for home service businesses. Most apps make you take 2 random photos and just hope they line up. This one forces the alignment and makes the perfect image every single time. So let's get into the second feature, which is the photo editor. It is a full editor built inside of QuoteIQ. It's not just a crop and done. I'm going to run through every single thing inside of the photo editor. So here's the full tool set for your photo editor in QuoteIQ. You've got your pen. This is like your freehand drawing. You get to pick a color, circle problem areas, or make a sketch on what's going on. You can add in text. You can drop a text text box anywhere you want. This is good for labeling damage, call out a measurement, any type of labels or text that you want to actually show on the image. You also have the option for before text and the after text. There are presets where you can just click it. It lets you drag the before and after buttons onto the screen so you can place them where you like, so you can get the perfect image. You can also do things like adding an image or adding your logo, and of course, they let you make adjustments to the photo. You can turn up brightness, contrast, saturation, anything that you need to make the image pop and look good for your customers. We've also got some filters for you to use and the ability to crop and reframe, but that's really the whole editor. So there's no reason you need to pay for Photoshop or hire somebody to make the edits for you. It's really easy to use and it's built into QuoteIQ. Now the third feature, and this is where QuoteIQ Cam stops being a photo app and turns into something that protects your business, and that is inspection forms. An inspection form documents the condition of the property before you ever touch it and after you're done. The output is a clean PDF you can send to your customers with photos, checklists, and notes. If a customer comes back 6 months later swearing that you damaged something, you've got a timestamp record of exactly what it looked like the day that you showed up and the day you were done. This is not just a nice thing to have, it is a document that is legally binding and could potentially save you thousands of dollars or more. So, the first thing that you do, one time only, is you build a template. Then you and your whole crew run through the same inspection on every single job. You can make unlimited templates, completely customizable for any type of job, any industry. So you'll see the creation of a new template here. We'll give it a name, then start adding some inspection points. We'll just use some examples here just so you can understand what it is. Each point is a question your tech answers in the field. There's 4 question types, and that's the full list. Yes, no, for confirmations like this. Is the gutter loose or do they have a mailbox? Then you've got the checkbox. This is a multi-select list when one point has a few things to check off. You also have ratings, a 1 to 5 star scale for the current condition. Every question can include a photo. You can drag them to reorder, you can duplicate them, you can move it up and down, or you can delete it. You have the full ability to build whatever workflow matches your needs, and then you save it as a template. So once you save it, now your template is live, and now anybody on your team can use it on any job. Now the part that actually sells QuoteIQ was this form was built on a laptop, and now he's using it on his phone, on the job, in the field. Anything that you do on your laptop or your phone can be used anywhere. Anything that you do on your laptop can be used on your phone and vice versa. So he goes into QuoteIQ Cam, he creates the inspection, he picks the template that we just made and loads it up on the template that is identical to the one we made on the web. It's the same template. It has all the same points and it works on every device. That's the whole point of everything being in one system that talks together. That way you're not spread across a bunch of different apps like some of our competitors. And that is the beauty of QuoteIQ and our vertical integration. So he goes ahead, he taps through the questions. Each one only takes a second. The camera icon on a question attaches a photo to that if you want to take a photo. Full documentation obviously is great. You take a new photo or you can pull it from your gallery. You can drop a comment under any question to explain what you're doing or what you're flagging. And there are also 2 extra photo buckets. You've got property pictures, which are up at the top. These are just general shots of the place and any kind of additional photos, which is at the bottom for anything else. Both have toggles so you can decide what ends up on the final report and what is shown to the customers. Once you're ready, you hit Save Report, and then QuoteIQ will build the PDF. Every photo is embedded with full resolution. Comments show up under the photo they belong to. Yes, no prints as text. Checkbox lists out only what you've got checked, and the star rating converts to text like 4 out of 5. And this will go as many pages as it needs to go. This is what the customer gets, and it saves to their profile automatically. So 6 months from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you can still pull it up from that customer. Now the fourth feature is jobs forms, and the question I get a lot of is, what's the difference between this and the inspection? And here's the honest, simple version. An inspection is structured questions, ratings, photos. You have a formal PDF that the customer can sign off on. A job form, on the other hand, is the opposite. It's a quick photo dump tied to the customer. There's no questions, there's no templates, it's just photos and a description. So inspection reports are good for documenting condition. Job forms are more, here's the proof of the work. Here's the before and after during. Here you go. Different guys use them different ways. Some run inspections on every single job, which is great. Some live in job forms. Both save to the customer forever. It's really what works best for you and how you choose to run your business. Now, the one rule of job forms and QuoteIQ is that you have to attach it to a customer. It won't just save without one. You can add a description for the whole form, then dump in your photos with the camera, your gallery, or your file manager. And if you want a note on every individual photo, this description only works for the back. Job forms are the faster option compared to inspection forms, but once you've made your job form, you can send it however the customer wants. You can text, email, send it through the app, or copy the link and paste it wherever. They get a clean web page with all the photos and a button to download the PDF. Job forms are very cool. But the fifth feature, and this one's brand new, is the QuoteIQ Cam Gallery. Think of QuoteIQ Cam Gallery like it's your phone's photo gallery, except it lives inside of QuoteIQ, and it's only your work photos. Every photo, every video, every document that's ever been taken or uploaded into your QuoteIQ account lives here in one place, synced across the whole team's devices. And here's how it's organized, and this is the full filter set. Up top, you've got your categories like all your photos, your documents, videos. Below that, you've got your sources. You've got favorites if you want to favorite photos, and you've got jobs, before and afters, estimates, invoices, deals, uploaded, a bunch of pre-made categories for your asset. So if I want every before and after shot that I've ever taken, you can do it in one tap. Every photo on job, one tap. Everything that I've ever favorited, one tap. And there's a storage view up at the very top showing how much cloud space you still have. I feel this feature matters a lot because the general consensus with every contractor I know is that you probably have lost photos at least once. Your phone dies, you get a new one. You delete the camera roll by accident, or you just simply can't find the photo that you were looking for. This is the safety net. It's all stored on the cloud, not sitting on your phone's local storage getting mixed up with all your personal stuff. And if you've got a new phone tomorrow, you log in and it's all still there. It lives in QuoteIQ. Now, if a new tech joins the crew, they log in, they've got their whole archive. You don't need to worry about employees uploading photos and sending them in. It all lives inside of QuoteIQ. But let's move on to the next feature. Feature number 6 is the feature that really ties this entire thing together. Every photo, every inspection, every before and after, every job form saves to the customer's profile automatically. You open up any customer, you scroll over to the view data, and there's every category attached to them. Estimates, invoices, inspections, before and after, job schedules, even the whole text history through Client Hub. You can tap any of them and see the complete history. But here's the moment it earns its keep. Customer calls you 2 years later saying that you damaged something when you were out there. You don't argue, you don't dig through your camera roll for an hour hoping to find, some pictures of their property. You just open up their profile, tap the inspections, and there it is. It's time-stamped. You've got the photos, the condition documentation, the day you showed up. Dispute is over in about 10 seconds. And that is the whole reason to document absolutely everything. And unfortunately, a lot of guys learn this the hard way after they lose a dispute. And you can also pin all of this onto your customers facing documents. You can open any estimate or invoice, scroll down, and you've got the attachment section. So you can attach documents, photos, AI pictures, inspection forms before and after. So when the customer opens up your estimate, they're not just looking at a price. They're looking at the inspection, the AI mockups you made, all the different things that prove that you can do the work. That closes jobs. But the last thing before I wrap this up, the other feature I talked about when we started was QuoteIQ's AI image generator. And it's not the same as the before and after generator that I showed you at the beginning. That one was real photos. This one is AI. It renders a prediction of what a finished job will look like before you've actually done it. Yes, that is correct. AI is incredible and it works. So if you're going to mock up a fence, a new patio, a fresh painted house, a pressure washed driveway, you can now show the customer the vision before they've signed anything. So here's a good example. I'm going to drop in this photo. Let's say I'm doing a tree service and the customer wants to remove a tree. We're going to show them what we can do for them and attach this to the estimate. So we take a picture of the tree, we type in the prompt, and we hit generate. and let's see what it gives us. And as you can see, it looks pretty dang good. The AI is super advanced and it gets better every single day. So you are gonna see some really good results with the AI image generator. So that right there, this is an incredible sales tool. This customer can now picture what you can do for them, and that sells lots of jobs. It runs on our IQ credit system, which comes included on your QuoteIQ plan, and we are very excited about the entire QuoteIQ Cam suite. The inspection forms are the ones that really protect you legally, and if you do any work where a customer could come back at you, you build a template, you use it on every single job. The gallery with the cloud functionality is a great feature, and it's exactly what most contractors are missing. The photo editor, it's just awesome to have. Not having to leave the app to add your logo, to add text, saves you a bunch of time. And the whole reason any of this beats the alternative, most field service platforms make you bolt on the CompanyCam service, right? Another subscription, more money. And QuoteIQ includes all of this. QuoteIQ Cam and everything else that QuoteIQ does, like estimating, invoicing, scheduling, a full business phone system, all the AI tools, and everything else that we've built, all for a much more affordable price than what you're gonna pay with Jobber or House Call Pro and all the add-ons that they require. So whether QuoteIQ Cam is the right call for what you need in your business, I definitely would love for you to try a 14-day free trial of QuoteIQ if you are not already a subscriber. And if you are, please take a look at everything that we built into QuoteIQ Cam, because it can definitely help your business. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, please reach out to our support. We have got the best support of everybody out there, and we'd love to help you learn a little bit more about QuoteIQ. So that's it for this video. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.